Alright guys, I'm back with my review of American Horror Story Asylum Episode 10, The Name Game. And man, this was just a really bizarre episode here. And some main characters did get killed off, so there will be spoilers in this video if you haven't seen the episode yet. But it starts off with Dr. Arden bringing Kit back to life. He lies to him, tells him the aliens never showed up. And then we see Dr. Arden go visit Grace in his lab. And Pepper shows up and tells him that if he hurts Grace, the aliens will scramble his brains with a fork and send him back, and he can experience what it's like to live as a freak. So I thought that was pretty awesome. But yeah, he's pissed off. He's trying to experiment on Grace, and he can't x-ray her, so he tries to cut her open with a scalpel, and it flies across the room. So the aliens have something in Grace to protect her from Dr. Arden. And of course Pepper's there to protect her. And then we see Sister Eunice take the head priest to his room, and she tells him that there's a manhunt for the Santa Claus killer. And the head priest has a flashback to the angel of death, who wasn't there to kill him, but to tell him that Sister Eunice is possessed by the devil and it's his job to cast him out. So Sister Eunice puts a jukebox in the common room, and Lena tells Kit that Dr. Thredson got away. Thredson shows up and tells Kit that the baby survived and it's the only thing keeping Lena alive, and Kit says he's one sick twist. And he says he's going to continue their treatments, and Sister Eunice gave him a full-time job in the asylum. So now they're pretty much stuck with Dr. Thredson. Sister Eunice decides to have Lena receive hydrotherapy and tells the orderlies to boil her for 20 minutes. They didn't show any of this, I just thought it was kind of disturbing. But then she has Judy receive electroshock treatment, and of course turns the dial way up and just tries to fry her brain. Sister Eunice is cleaning the head priest's wounds, and he tries to perform an exorcism on her. It fails, of course, and then she tries to rape him, and then he just goes along with it. So not only is he breaking a vow he has had for years, but with the devil, of all people. So that was kind of a stretch for me. But yeah, she basically rapes him. Dr. Arden sees them having sex. He gets jealous. Judy comes into the common room. She's all messed up after the electroshock. And Lena asks her if she knows her name, and then Judy hallucinates a musical number of all the patients singing the name game. I have no idea what this was. This was really out of place. It felt like a jump the shark moment to me. I guess this was bound to happen when the people who created the show also created Glee. And I really did not care for this at all. And I mean, everybody's involved. Kit's dancing, and oh man, this was silly. So Sister Eunice finds Dr. Arden in the woods, and he says the experiment's over. He's executing all the monsters he's created. And I was disappointed by this. I was kind of expecting them to do more with these grotesque monsters that live in the woods, and this was it. So the head priest goes to visit Judy. He apologizes for not believing her about Sister Eunice. He asks her what he should do, and she says kill her. Dr. Thredson goes into Dr. Arden's lab to try and find some drugs to use on Kit, and he finds Grace having a baby. Sister Eunice goes to see the priest and tells him that he can keep no secrets from her. She knows that he's planning to kill her, and he's powerless against her. So the priest taunts her, and they go up the stairs, and then he sees a little of the real Sister Eunice come out. And when this happens, he decides to use the opportunity to throw her over the railing and kills her. And that was it. I expected the body, because it's like a slow-mo while she's falling, I expected the body to like stop and levitate, or maybe when she hits the ground the devil will jump into the priest, something. But no, she just dies, and I guess the devil goes with her. and the angel of death shows up and kisses her, and that pretty much in this show means you're gone. So that was it for Sister Eunice and the devil. I don't know. But the priest is praying over her body, and Dr. Arden says that she needs to be cremated, and the priest agrees to this. Dr. Thredson takes Kit to see Grace and the baby, which he finds out is his. And Thredson tells Kit that he's going to hurt them unless he gets the tape. So Kit agrees to this, and Dr. Thredson goes to find the tape in the bathroom, and Lena shows up and says that she moved the tape. Kit doesn't know where it is, and if he tries to hurt Kit or anyone else, she will get it to the police. And I guess he believes her for some reason, and he can't hurt her because she's pregnant with his kid. And he does care about that. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have just killed her there. Mother Superior comes to see Judy, and Judy is completely out of it. But she's able to tell her that Lena doesn't belong there and to help her get out. And then we see Dr. Arden take Sister Eunice to be cremated, and he gets on top of her and goes in the furnace with her. And that was it. So I really expected him to do something sneaky, try to perform some experiment on the body, or maybe the devil jumps into him and turns him into a bigger villain, something. But no, Dr. Arden just goes in with her and he dies too. So that's two main villains killed off in one episode. And I'm not really sure where they go from here. I mean, this is episode 10. I believe there's 13 episodes total. So with 3 episodes left, I guess it's just going to focus on Dr. Thredson, maybe some stuff with the aliens, and Dr. Thredson's son in the future. That's really it. And I was kind of disappointed because I feel like a lot of this entire season has really built up to stuff like Dr. Arden being a Nazi and all of these subplots, the monsters in the woods, and it just wrapped everything up in kind of a package that sucked, in my opinion. It led nowhere after all this build. So I was kind of disappointed with some stuff in this episode. And yeah, the name game thing was just really bizarre and out of place. But overall, I still enjoyed the episode. I just really felt they could have done more with these characters instead of the way they killed them off. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with Judy. I mean, she started the series off as kind of a villain, and now she's just crazy. And I don't know if they're going to have her recover or what, because she was a villain once, and maybe she's just destined to be crazy in the asylum. But anyways, that's my review of this episode of American Horror Story Asylum. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this episode in the comments, and thanks for watching.